Don't advertise on Facebook without knowing these things. Hello, welcome. My name is Michael Uchewumadu, and this is why I teach everything about advertising on Facebook, Instagram, Google. If you want to get more customers, paying clients for yourself, this is the channel you want to subscribe to. And I'm saying that you should subscribe to this channel. And along the line, if you find value in this video, I also want you to like the video so that like this, YouTube will be able to share it to more people who might actually be able to find it helpful. Having said that, let's go right away into the tutorial. So I want to discuss with you some major things, about 8 of them that you should know before starting advertising on Facebook. Now, the thing is that a lot of people make mistake while trying to advertise on Facebook. They just come with zero knowledge and then they begin to do a lot of things. Along the line, their account get banned, and then before you know it, before you understand how valuable Facebook ad is for you, you will find no account to use to advertise again. And for some, they get frustrated along the way and then they stop advertising, they stop trying. So now after this tutorial, you should be able to know exactly those things you should not do so that you can get started and start advertising for yourself. Number one thing is stop boosting posts. Now, what most people do when they tell you that they know how to advertise on Facebook is this. They come here and then they boost their post. Now, when you boost the post, you are actually wasting money because there are a lot of advertising tools that you never have access to. You will not be able to, set up pixels. You will not be able to target the kind of audience you really want correctly. You will not be able to do some advanced activities on your Facebook advertising. So boosting posts is giving Facebook that automatic ticket to help you show your ads to anybody. And of course, sometimes they might get it right, but I want to tell you that most times the results are not good. And most times, even when you boost posts, your account is going to get banned because what Facebook is trying to do is trying to just tell you and make you get aware of that functionality of advertising. So you don't want to do that. So instead, what do you want to do? All you want to do is, which takes me to the second thing, is that you want to start advertising by creating Facebook Business Manager. Yes, Facebook Business Manager. All you need to do is, if you don't have this already, all you need to do is go open a tab and then you type in Facebook, you type in business.facebook/overview. This is it here, business.facebook/overview. You type it, this URL here, and then you click on enter. And when this loads up, it gives you the ability to create a Facebook Business Manager account for yourself. So you come here and then you hit on create account, you put in your name, your email address, and then you hit on submit. And once you submit that, Facebook is going to send you an email telling you to confirm your subscription. And once you confirm your subscription, confirm your opening of the account, then you can come over and then you'll be able to create your business manager account. I'm not going to do that here. I already have multiple business manager accounts created. So let me just take you to what the interface will look like. So once you do that, the interface will look like something like this. And so once it comes here, all you just need to do is to do some of the settings and the rest of them like that. So there's a video I made that actually gives you a breakdown on all of this, the meaning of all of this, and how you can set it up correctly for yourself. I'll leave the link in the description below, and then you can use that link to set up your business manager account. Now, the essence of setting up business manager account, number one, is that you have access to multiple ad accounts. Number two is that you have the ability to also collaborate with advertisers. Probably you want somebody to advertise for you. You really don't need to give them your login. All you just need to do is to add them up in your business manager, organize a lot of things, and then they'll be able to advertise on your business without you giving them access to some very, very important details for you. Now, the next thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you never use Advantage Plus shopping campaign. Of course, I have a note here that I'm looking at to make this template very good. So you don't want to use Advantage Plus campaign. Now, what does this mean? When you are trying to advertise, after you have created your business manager account, the next thing is actually you want to advertise. Now, when you want to advertise, when you come and then you hit on create, the next thing you're going to see is that Facebook is going to give you an option to use a particular functionality we call Advantage Plus shopping campaign. Now, when you click on this, what Facebook is going to do is that they're going to automatically set up the advertising campaign for you in terms of your targeting, in terms of your interest, in terms of the kind of placement you want to use. Now, in case you don't know what placement is all about, the video I'm leaving the description in the link below also talks about that. So you learn more about that. Now, all of these things are things you want to set up manually. And so that is why I do not advise that you use the Advantage Plus shopping campaign. So rather, what do you do? What you want to do is you want to come over here, you want to hit on create, and then all you want to do is you want to choose manual sales campaign. So you click on this and then you click on continue and then you choose this as your way of setting up your ad. Now, when you do this, you are going to be able to have access to a lot of things. You are going to be able to set your budgeting by yourself, you'll be able to set your audience by yourself, your targeting by yourself, your placement by yourself. You'll actually be able to have control on this. And of course, this will make more sense to you if you know what you're doing while you're trying to advertise. That is why I want you to stick around to this video, because there's one last tip. The last tip that I'm going to share with you, I think, is that tip that you really need to know so much about before you start advertising. Now, let's move over to the next. The next thing is that you want to make sure that you always save your audience. So what does that mean? Once you come to here is actually that place where you can do what? Where you can create the kind of audience you want, location worldwide. So let's assume we are creating ads here and then we'll be like location and then let's choose worldwide. Let me leave it at worldwide. And then we want to choose age. Let's assume we want to target people between the ages of 20 and 55. And so let's assume that we also want to target people who have interest. Let's target people who have interest in clothing. So let's use clothing brand. All right, so let's go clothing. All right, so let's choose these guys who have interest in infant clothing. So let's assume we are selling baby wears. So these guys have interest in infant clothing, and then we also want to make sure that we also seclude this audience. Define further, let's use this functionality, define. All right, so let's assume we want to seclude people who normally access Facebook via 3G. So we don't want these guys. They might not actually be online while we are trying to advertise. So what I'm saying is after you have chosen this, the next thing you want to do is you want to always save this audience. So you put, all you just need to put is example audience. Let me just put this as example audience. And then let me just save as new. Beautiful. Now, when you do this, the essence of doing this is that for any time you want to advertise, you want to really run an ad that is in line with this particular ad you're running, you always have access to come back to use the audience that you have saved. You will be able to come back to use that audience, and over time you'll also be able to use the same audience to create custom audiences, to create lookalike audiences, and Facebook will use them. If probably that audience perform well for you, then you'll be able to tell Facebook to use the audience to help you find similar audiences like them, people who have similar characteristics like them, the next time you are running an ad that looks like this. I really don't know if you understand this, but then that is what it is. Now, the next thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you never use Advantage Plus audience. So now what does that mean? When you are trying to advertise, another way you can do audience targeting is by using what we call Advantage Plus audience, and this is the functionality I'm talking about. Now, when you use Advantage Plus audience, Facebook is going to automatically set the demographics for you. They will set the interest for you, the behavior for you, and every other thing. So you will not be able to do what we previously did. You will not be able to do the manual setting and the rest of them like that. So you don't want to use Advantage Plus audience. The next thing is that you don't also want to use one creative when trying to advertise. So normally while you're trying to advertise, the next thing you do is when you come to this space where you want to use creative, say add media, add image, the next thing you do is that you pick up an image within your ad library and then you add. Now, what you don't want to do is you don't just want to use one image or one copy. You want to use multiple images if you are using image ad to do the advert. If you are using video, you also want to use multiple videos. And the reason is that over time, you just give that ad a period of like 24 hours or 2 days, and then you'll be able to know which image or which video is performing better than the other. And like that, you'll be able to know which one to retain and which one to switch off. So I advise you don't use just one image while trying to run your ad. And then the last thing here is you want to make sure that you don't advertise at all if you don't have at least the elementary knowledge of Facebook advertising. Make sure you go out and then search out for someone who can at least take you on the basics of advertising on Facebook. With that, you will have a background knowledge to start with, and you will not blow up your advertising account. You will not have your account restricted so that you don't have to start looking out for whom to give you another account to start advertising. Now, I've shared this with you based on the experience I've had I started advertising with Facebook now over 3 years. And so these are my experience. And I think it is something I need to let you know so that you can start advertising on a better pedestal. In case you found value in this video, don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And this is where we teach you everything that has to do with advertising on Facebook, Instagram, and Google. And this is that about this video. See you next time.